Dallas-Fort Worth attorney and constitutional scholar Byron Henry joins us in the studio this midday with some perspective on this issue. Byron, thank you so much for joining us. So let's talk about the practical impact of the decision that was made last night.
Well, in a lot of ways, there's not going to be a whole lot of practical impact, Alicia, because as you might remember, right after this directive was put out by the Obama administration, a federal judge here in Dallas blocked it, basically.
Right.
So unless the school districts or cities or states are voluntarily complying with the directive, meaning they've decided themselves to take action with respect to their bathroom policies, locker room policies, overnight travel policies and such, there's not any direct impact. Basically, this takes the issue and puts it right back where it was before the directive, and that is a battle being fought out in city councils, state houses such as Texas this session, as well as school districts.
So when exactly will the Supreme Court get involved, if at all?
Well, in fact, there is a Supreme Court case. They've already taken a case out of the Fourth Circuit in Virginia, and the real question is, will they keep the case, considering the fact that that appellate court used the President Obama's guidance directive to base its decision on, and now that it's been rescinded, there's really not a whole lot for that decision to be based on. So they could either keep the case and go ahead and rule, or they could simply kick the case as it's, no longer an issue. So we'll have to wait and see.
So do you think it's quite possible, quite likely, that this will go back to the lower courts at the state level?
Yes, there's still an issue as to whether or not Title IX, the groundbreaking legislation from the 70s that helped women get involved in extracurricular activities in colleges and schools, actually covers transgender or gender identity. So that's still an open legal question that the Supreme Court or another court has to decide. But for now, that will not have the backing of the president or the executive administration with respect to that interpretation.
Okay, so we'll have to pay attention to see how this all plays out. Byron, thank you so much for joining us this midday.
Thanks, Alicia.
Well, the national spotlight is now on a North Texas